I got Bunn Bunn Bonanza. EKC has not looked convincing so far this season in the slightest. Their record kind of tells the story here.
Ooh.
Sometimes you say that records don't tell the story, right? Like Showtime. But here, EKC, they are not looking too good, and the Bunn Bunn Bonanza are looking pretty good. And this might be cursing them a little bit because Bunn Bunn historically does the best when there are no expectations placed on them. But I expect them to clean this up in an easy 2-0.
And that they might, as we have quite an interesting start here. Deadeye recovery drone. It's nothing but damage. Of course, the last set we just watched between Demon's Ra and Bang, they had Stinger as their start. Now we have Deadeye. It's nothing but pain and suffering for our casting block here, Saya, as we get only Soren and Scyther there taking recovery drone. Luna, of course, showing up, as it is probably the best perk for Luna as well. And a really great kill there, actually making a power play for EKC. Going to make it happen here from the bottom side. They're going to get stuffed by Scyther's huge strike range there, pressing the point as usual, but looking a little bit low here. Can Lilybun hold against Soren? Yes, they can. Actually, great defense.
Yeah, she makes it happen, and we're seeing on the side of EKC here a bit of a classic. It's their little bit of twist on Omega Strikers. The Aimi Brawler from NXZD picked on Taiko Temple in the past, picking it on Atlas Lab now, and a good stun by Liari to send Katsuna away for the clear. Liari and Lily have looked good on the defense, but look at Scyther taking so much damage. Just Aimi might be the main damage threat here.
It might actually be here. Kai is also pretty solid at securing kills, so the goalie is going to run on in there and help it out. But wow, really great placement on the firewall sentry from NXDD, calling it up there on the bottom side, catching that core and placing it very, very nice, gently, and on the bottom side there, grabbing the first point for EKC. They might be looking, maybe they're looking better than you think, Saya.
Maybe, but the first point can be deceiving. But that Giga Blast is good, and notably also, NXZD actually got out of hit stun at the very end, right? Did you see him use his flip?
I think I did there, actually,
yeah.
Right when he's flying away.
But he still managed to fall off the edge. A bit of a very slim margins on that KO for sure. But Scyther's the one taking damage now, and you got to be very careful if you're Scyther, because Soren on the Kai that he abandoned, now back on his old one trick.
Yeah, Kai is pretty great in most situations, though, even with something like Deadeye, or even the size is good, as we have the speed and the eject button to just get on in there, though Lilybun not going to be fast enough to defend that one from the bottom barrier. No flipping spent for Lilybun, actually decides to hold it in that spot, wondering what the situation there was, but Katsuna is going to make that big supernova happen there. Of course, the Deadeye making it just as powerful inside, on the inside, as it is on the outside now, and I'm going to take 2 right now in the first set.
Looking to take it even further here. The craters from Liari have not been too effective so far. EKC playing around it quite well. Very familiar with this Luna character, it seems, as Soren not having any trouble at all. But right there, double barrier found by Scyther. And this could be a goal going in quite swiftly if Scyther can get his hands on it once again. Trying to get a strike, but not quite yet, as Bunn Bunn tried to mount an offense, but EKC's defense is holding.
Absolutely, Lilybun trying to get on in there, basically standing around midfield the entire game. Scyther going to blast Katsuna out of the way and send that core right onto the top side. Soren not fast enough to get it here. And I just noticed that NXDD actually has pummelers as well. So they are looking to get as many kills as physically possible here with that Deadeye combo. And it could actually work out for them. You know, I haven't really seen too much of the Aimi Brawler myself. Perhaps I'm just unaware myself, but it is going to be working out just for a moment here in this first set. They're going to lose a little bit of health here. Get one barrier, though, for the side of Bunn Bunn Bonanza. I'm going to send it to the bottom side to Scyther and try to get another final barrier, though.
Scyther incredibly low, but if they get this barrier, all might be good for the Bunn Bunn Bonanza, and they managed to do so. But a little bit of miscommunication between Lilybun and Liari. The core slips by for a second, but a perfect combo. Miscommunication is now resolved, I guess. Lilybun and Liari combine for a near unsavable play.
The good news is it doesn't matter how bad the play was as long as you won the point, right? That's just something I think everyone should just be sticking by, in my opinion there. Katsuna trying to make it a tough situation with the Thunder Strike there. Lilybun trying to help strike on through there with the misdirection, trying to get a bunch of damage onto NXDD, and they do find it with the combo of Crooked Leverage into pop-up. Got a nice power play here from Bunn Bunn Bonanza right on the middle side here. Can they get double? They cannot. We're going to have a flip there from Katsuna to save the ball. Soren losing a strike war with the forward side misdirection. Lilybun, okay, actually 1 pixel in to get that flip there, and we do have Scyther putting onto the bottom side as Katsuna is going to be flying into orbit. It's going to be Bunn Bunn Bonanza's side. You might be the one to be right on this prediction.
Yeah, Bunn Bunn scaling as we speak. They're getting in the game, and Catalyst now available. A big factor here, but a lot of damage also available for the Vice. That Reptile Remedy will be a premium pickup, so prioritize that is the first pick in this draft in this damage game. But that's the Catalyst available as well. Will be passed down. The goalie not taking it. Stinger instead falls all the way down to NXZD, and we'll have to see if Bunn Bunn Bonanza can work around that, because NXZD is going to be building up a lot of energy with that.
True, and with Catalyst, you get a lot of damage reduction, a lot of damage multipliers as well, and core, it does it all. Energy burst flip does basically everything you need, and NXDD with the pummelers is going to actually get Lilybun off the map there. Lots of knockback showing up. The Crater's not going to do it in this situation though. Liari playing a solid defense though, as Scyther is going to help it on through there with Kazan Strike, but it's going to be just enough for Katsuna and NXDD to grab both barriers in that time. Soren helping it through onto the bottom side here. NXDD going to brawl it up in the middle of this big finish up to Katsuna. The Giga Blast is actually going to negate Liari's boost. Soren in the perfect direction there with that eject button to save the barriers here. Can Scyther grab this one from the bottom side?
NXZD built up so much energy that we'll have flip soon, and that flip might mean the goal, as Katsuna's also firing off those power chords. NXZD now, bit of an opportunity here to use the flip. Will go in for the KO, but it's still saved away. Scyther and Liari are no strangers to defending the goal, but with another flip from Katsuna, that will be the goal secured for EKC. But Bunn Bunn held on for quite a long time there. If they could stay alive more reliably, then that's a lot of trouble for EKC.
Agree with that, though. We do have NXT with the Catalyst, though. They're going to be building up that flip again. Lilybun spending their evade to make sure they are not getting knocked off the map. Once again, NXTD getting hit by the triple take, though, is going to take a whole bunch of extra damage. The Stinger from Lilybun as well, dealing a bunch of damage, though we see Soren get blasted off the map with the Crater. Going to lose their recovery drone, though, but we actually NXZD is the one that's also going to be killed there. Bunn Bunn Bonanza with a nice power play on the top side here. The triple take to block aside. Yeah, it's going to work out here. The Supernova from every angle. Yeah, we're going to make it really hard for Bunn Bunn Bonanza, as the core was actually just kind of drifting in a way where Katsuna had access to multiple angles with that Supernova, and they're going to land that one in with a good timing.
Yeah, the multiple angles really come into play. Katsuna with the patience to angle it just out of Lilybun's reach. And what would have been a dominant point for Bunn Bunn turns all the way around. EKC now with momentum, now with a little bit of ability to just get in there, take the set, take the Awakening draft, and so many damage awakenings, so many tools for them to really figure this game out if they can clean it up here.
Yeah, I still want to bring up that Scyther getting that Reptile Remedy is doing a solid job of keeping them alive. In fact, they might not even want to hit him. Recovery drone also making things a little awkward, but Liari has become the kill target at this moment here. Only one barrier down for each side, but Liari looking quite weak right now. Blasted, got kind of hit the corner there, but also fell off the map in kind of a weird angle, though. Scyther with a good angle, but it's going to be Soren with the barrage to save that barrier there. Katsuna and NXTG both looking quite low, but it doesn't seem that Bunn Bunn Bonanza can spend cooldowns killing at this exact moment, though, as they are under just too much pressure.
Yeah, but Scyther manages to get possession, manages to threaten Soren a little bit, and they could burn this flip. It would be good as Soren's near the edge of the map, and it is defended away, but Lilybun's stunned to go elusive to get out of there. The Bunn Bunn defense holding strong as EKC need to find a way to get through, and any opportunity could be huge here. Scyther, recovery drone pop, but Liari taking the barrier on the other side.
Yeah, Luna is definitely the character to make opportunities, as she has access to basically all of the map with that boost, as long as you are effective at using it here. Well, using the black hole effectively as well. Liari gets the ball directly into Scyther's hands and takes it into her own hands, and is actually going to ricochet it off the black hole and get it on in there with the boost to the bottom side. Liari making it happen there for that point. Bunn Bunn says they're not done out of this set yet.
What a perfectly placed shot from Liari, and that's exactly what you need to make the comeback here. But Liari also looking pretty low, and this Vice damage might be a little bit too much, but steps out of the Supernova just in time, stays alive, and Scyther getting chunked out extremely hard here. It's going to be quite tough as Bunn with the bounce looking for some kind of defense, but all things considered, Bunn Bunn Bonanza holding strong, and NXCD going to look for a flip kill. But if Bunn Bunn stay alive, they're looking really good at this point.
Yeah, indeed. A couple of angles there for EKC. Indeed, they're also going to lose a player, though. NXCD going to get knocked off the bottom side of the map here. Katsuna has a tough spot to try to get it on in here there as they are against the power play, but it is open goal on each side. NXCD coming out on the right time, but losing a strike war to Scyther there. It's going to be curtains for that point, though. We have Bunn Bunn Bonanza bringing it back here to an even point set here. And this next Awakening draft could be big, as, of course, this is a damage game. We're looking for damage and stagger here.
Yeah, that could turn the game around. The barrier taken, traded on the other side with all of that core speed. If Liari can stay alive, this Bunn Bunn opportunity needs to not go to waste here. Liari desperately trying to stay alive, barely not getting hit there. And Power Core whiffs as well. Liari now will just pick up the orb, unstagger, and that's her survival is huge. Gets a KO on NXCD as well. Liari stayed alive so perfectly there.
Yeah, Liari actually biding her time, wasting the opposing cooldowns, dodging greatly, actually grabbing the orb and using the little bit of stagger that they had left to pop the center and getting a power play of their own. Like, that was kind of pristine gameplay from Liari, and as you predicted before, perhaps Bunn Bunn Bonanza is on one right now, as Luna is probably the best character to grab the first Awakening, and this could be devastating for EKC.
A little bit of a disappointing Luna draft, all things considered, but yeah, very, very valuable to grab that bulk up and the stagger pass down as well. The peak performance taken, 2 stagger awakenings. Of course, the heavy impact going on the Vice is incredibly scary, though. Maybe that should have been considered for denial, but all things considered, the additional stagger is going to do a lot of work. But 1-2 punch on the Aimi and heavy impact on the Vice, EKC could easily be the ones KOing here as well.
We will certainly find out in just a moment. As we can see, the cooldowns are flying all over the place. The Supernova comes out, doesn't do much except get them slain by Liari, who was waiting once again for these cooldowns. Doing a great job in the midfield right now, getting kills, doing damage, and Scyther helping grab this barrier here, sending it to Lilibun on the bottom side, though. Katsuna comes back up here, but they do eventually tenacity get that bottom side of the barrier here. Scyther has the top spin. It's not going to get enough through there. Power Chord's going to help it onto the top side, but Lilibun has no problem blocking that one away here. The Crater whiffs a little bit there. Liari spends a strike, doesn't get much off of it. The big finish from the bottom side into the hands of Scyther. Can he land it on in there? We got 2 goalies, though. It's going to be a tough one to get it past.
And Liari will cover the top side. Will find the goal. Bunn Bunn Bonanza 2 goals away from securing this one in a 3-0, and it's looking quite likely here with how they're playing, with how they're not dying, with how they're the ones getting the KOs in this set.
Yeah, I'll admit, in the first set of this game, wow, crazy kill from EKC there, and a double barrier is going to spell destruction instantly for Bunn Bunn Bonanza. But what was I going to say was that I feel like Liari wasn't in tune with the game in the first set, even though they did still kind of win that set. But now, well, now she feels like she's really on the board here, and it's making the greatest difference as they are currently up 2 sets right now. And that little mishap is probably not going to happen again, says me.
And looking at it, Liari barely surviving, getting the elusive out. And if she can survive again, if she could create magic once again, that could be huge. And will barely survive that glitch pop, and the barrier will finally go down, and players are traded here. NXCD goes down as well as Liari, but it's going to be a stall out until the respawns, unless a flip comes out from Soren, and Scyther's building up a lot of energy as well. But an easy shot for Lilibun to save there.
Indeed, Soren does use that flip there. Doesn't get too much off of it, though. Katsuna losing the entire health bar in one situation inside the big finish, and might actually find themselves dead here as Scyther is trying to get the kill there. They do eventually combo there and grab the kill. Lilibun and Liari on the top side here with this power play, trying to get the ball to Scyther, who is currently staggered. Great evade to regenerate past 50%. Going to get finally unstaggered, though. Crazy Boy's angle is going to spell pain for Bunn Bunn Bonanza, and they still cannot grab that barrier. Soren defending, but Scyther gets the pop-up and the power play, and this could be it for Bunn Bunn Bonanza to grab one of the last points in this game.
NXED needs a crazy flip here, but will not be able to do so because Scyther so efficient on the scoring offense. Finds the shot. Just amazing dribbles and it gets the tight angle that Soren can't reach. It's 1 goal away for Bunn Bunn now.
Yeah, that was like a pretty wild pop-up. It's like a pop-up in place. He did it so fast. And that's the kind of surprise factor that Kazan can bring to the table with the effectiveness of Scyther here. Flip right in the front. Oh. No one's going to strike and wait it out, but Soren does eventually lose the situation and both of their barriers in that same spot, though. NXED is going to try to help it through there. The flip is not going to land. Katsuna looking at just about no health, though. Scyther might become a shark here and try to get Katsuna off the board. Lilybun going to help try to defend, but Liari is going to also lose most of their health bars. They're going to push it onto the bottom side with this Firewall Sentry.
A good stun though, the barrier taken, a big opportunity for EKC. Can they clutch it out? But with the power play coming through, it's so much more difficult. If Scyther can get the flip, a great pass from Liari, a flip available in the middle of the net, but Soren will somehow save it away just barely. An amazing save by EKC, but it's not quite enough. Scyther on the second try will send it in. It's Bunn Bunn Bonanza taking the first game.
Yeah, nice work there from Scyther and Liari's teamwork. It looked like NXED really just kind of went for it all in that last moment to try to get a real clear off of Scyther, but just missed the cyber swipe just barely there, and it's going to end up opening the bottom side of the goal for Bunn Bunn Bonanza. And a lot had happened that game, as of course we had a pretty volatile start there. A ton of kills, 13 of them showing up for Bunn Bunn Bonanza, only 6 for the side of EKC, and it shows as we did have a pretty much a 3-0 there from Bunn Bunn Bonanza, getting a lot of kills, a lot of downtime. The power plays were good. Yeah, I think Liari really came alive in the last 2 sets there, as they were kind of making the MVP moment, even though we do have Scyther as an actual MVP. Both hitting the ball a lot and doing great work.
Yeah, a bit of a rematch of last season's Winners Final where EKC took it pretty decisively. But this is not last season, this is a new season, this is a new Bunn Bunn Bonanza with the same 3 members, and they did not look like they were out of the driver's seat. They locked in, they scaled, and the second game, I'm really confident that they'll take it and move up to first place tie.
That is indeed possible with the way they're currently playing. Scyther was really effective in getting those goals there in like close quarter situations. We even see it right there. Man, that pop-up was so wild on the bottom side, but also even on the top side for that last point was quite good themselves. And man, Lilybun was really getting in there, playing like a kind of a closer ranged Finny goalie, as they can easily play from far range, but they were standing midfield most of the time confidently, and that seemed to work out a lot as the pressure just builds up on the opposing goalie, grabbing those barriers indeed. But now, moving on to one of my favorite maps, of course, we have Clarion Test Chamber, which also will probably end up promoting some damage comps if we see the Awakenings to go with it.
Yeah, and it is Bunn Bunn Bonanza's pick, so they'll be pretty happy with winning that first game on Atlas Lab. EKC, of course, a known damage composition team, so weathering the storm and winning that game is crucial for winning a series like this. And Bunn Bunn Bonanza out of the danger zone, but not done with the series yet, of course. Still need to clean up the second game, and we'll see if they can do so on yet another damage start. Not as crazy as the previous ones, but still a damage start. It is 1-2 punch chrono.
All right, 1-2 punch chrono. That could open up some dash perk characters a little bit here with the chrono boost. 1-2 punch. We might. Is it possible to see a Juliet show up? Like this is. I think she's pretty solid on this map, and she hasn't been picked all that much. She's kind of. I wouldn't know if she has to call her the worst goalie right now, or worst brawler right now. Maybe she's the worst goalie, but worst brawler right now.
She's the worst brawler right now.
She might be. She might be. And it's crazy because she's still got like really solid confirms. Her ult is like kind of a checkmate in a lot of situations, but I don't know. Maybe people really have found the counterplay, and she just doesn't fit in the kill meta, which I agree. She doesn't really fit in the kill meta.
If there's a player to pick it up, it is NXED. NXED has picked up Juliet in these situations before and has performed on that character, and with Katsuna on the signature Luna, it being allowed through by Bunn Bunn Bonanza choosing to ban away the Zentaro instead, that means that there's a very good possibility that it is Luna and the Julie for the side of EKC, and that might be their win condition here on this Clarion. But it also could be the EX, it could be a number of other things. But there it is, the NXCD Julie. I knew it was coming. Never doubted for a second, even though I did.
All right. Hey, we are on the same page from the beginning to end there, figuring out the Juliet. You know, we got the Scrabble, we got the clue figured out, but Dubu showing up. I feel like I haven't seen Dubu in a while for some reason. I feel like they're just a little overshadowed by some of the other goalies right now as ranged goalies kind of making their way into the meta a little bit more. We do see Amy showing up there as well for the side of EKC, clearly going to be Katsuna pick. And okay, so we got Scyther. Yeah, Scyther on the Rasmus. Now that's a good pick, man. That is a nice comfort pick for Scyther as well. So I think this is going to be a real slobber knocker. But once again, we do have Luna. Now that's kind of like I don't even remember the last time I've seen Liari play Luna, but it was quite good that game. Or sorry, I have the whole thing wrong here. It's Luna for the side of EKC.
Yeah, it's Katsuna.
I got problems right now.
All good, because we're heading into game. No more misunderstandings. Just 1-2 punch coming in. We'll see if NXZD can make the Juliet work. He has done in the past, but this is a Bunn Bunn Bonanza that will not be easy to take down.
Agreed. Definitely agreed. We're going to have some comfort picks there. Liari on the now, though. Now, we have seen a lot of Liari now, though, and a lot of Scyther playing that Rasmus, so I'm actually pretty happy about Bunn Bunn Bonanza's comp right now. But, you know, this Juliet could cause problems. You don't even need to stagger people when you kill them with Juliet. So if they can find a way to play around her, then I think they'll take a dominant lead. But if not, this could be... You know, remember when we saw last week Adrenaline Rush Juliet go kind of ballistic? Or maybe that was the week before, but that was insane.
Yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. And I think the win condition for Bunn Bunn Bonanza is all in that core control. Scyther on the signature Rasmus could just score. And that definitely is the win condition here. Lilybun on the Pauldron Zubu to stay alive. Liari being taken down. The win condition is definitely damage for EKC. And we're seeing it right here as Liari is healed up but has no meter to work with and is going to get chipped down immediately.
Yep, Liari definitely going to become the kill target for Luna, Juliet, and Amy. All solid characters at doing a little bit of damage and securing a couple of those kills. Liari again getting hit by the crater. Katsuna also a little bit low there. Can't seem to apply too much pressure. Lilybun helping out Liari with that somersault and the log, but the pressure continues to build up for the side of EKC as they're pushing and pushing. We finally got Dubu at level 2. The Fortress comes in to relieve just a little bit of pressure. Scyther's going to try to fight it out at the top side. Going to not exactly win a situation as they are 2v1 here. Liari could make it. Cannot. Ooh. It's going to be the first point for EKC, though.
A little bit of an own goal situation there. Scyther popped the proximity drone from Liari and sent the core backwards. Unfortunate miscommunication, but they were on the back foot on that point anyway, so all things considered, not the biggest loss, not the biggest point loss in the world. Bunn Bunn Bonanza can definitely scale here if Scyther can get in there. And Scyther and Liari combine for a perfect scoring play. 2 barriers down in an instant.
Absolutely, really great positioning there. We're going to have Lilybun save that last barrier as well, though. Going to hit it onto the bumper there and grab it right on back, though, into the hands of Scyther. Flip from Soren's going to get it right past Scyther, but now into the hands of Liari and Lilybun. Going to try to work it onto this bottom side. Is going to deal a little bit of damage to Scyther. It looks like the Fortress is not going to land exactly where they want to. Crater is going to send Liari into orbit, but stays on the map just by nothing, though. And we actually are going to have Katsuna grab the barrier there, and it's going to be a strike cooldown from Lilybun to lose it to the Firewall Sentry. EKC working on a win right now for this first set.
That was a ridiculous play by Liari to stay alive against the dash of NXZD, using the primary to hit stun NXZD out of the dash, but Lilybun getting a little mixed up by the bounce there. Unfortunately, not able to save it. And NXZD going for KO, unfortunately not able to find that one. The game plan's not quite coming through here, but if Bunn Bunn Bonanza can start taking control, they have the meter available to take it.
Agreed. Scyther is going to have full flip, but die off the map. There's actually going to be a double kill as they're standing on top of each other here. The Fortress is going to try their best to hold for 10 seconds, basically alone. The barrier finally goes down. NXZD with full control, going to send into an ace and grab that one with the flip. This is the last point. There's no reason to hold that flip, so full throttle here for EKC. They're looking quite good here. The Juliet making it happen. First pick on the Awakenings. NXZD is in motion. The Adrenaline Rush.
And 1-2 punch on the start. You mentioned the game where the Adrenaline Rush Julia went crazy. We might be seeing it again here because NXED is now equipped to do it, and with teammates that could pour in the knockback and the damage as well. And Liari went in for the lifeline, tried to heal Scyther up a little bit, but just ended up getting comboed along with them. And wow, okay, EKC, they can snowball this really, really hard. With the prize fighter as well, that I deny the way, but prize fighter is the next best thing when you're finding KOs like this.
Absolutely, they've taken basically triple damage here, as they definitely have one thing in their sights right now. Is they're going to get Katsuna down basically nothing, though. Bunn Bunn Bonanza says we're going to try to deal damage right on back, though. So they're going to keep both of their barriers here down to Liari up onto the top side. Storm's going to pass it back once again. Katsuna looking a little bit low, losing a barrier in the process and most of their health. Can they make it happen here? Actually losing a barrier of their own. Lilybun, Katsuna does make it happen with the last little bit of their health, but they're going to get sent into death with that touch as well. And Lilybun is going to try to defend this open goal against this, actually with this power play.
Scyther now doing some scoring magic here, but Soren will save it on the very brink of that goal being scored. Liari going in for a strike war here. Has a lot of speed, and Bunn Bunn Bonanza is on the offense here, but gets taken out. That's the Adrenaline Rush procced. And NXED with so much speed, almost past Lilybun. The Summer Assault will barely reach it in time, and Scyther will hop out on the defense, and they manage to hold for the moment.
That's so funny. I was just going to bring up how, like, oh, I think Lilybun should have a little bit more speed. I don't know about the pauldrons, maybe the boots, but that pauldrons would have saved that is actually what happened there, being large enough to make the somersault slam big and hitting that ball there. Pauldrons really did save it there. So it's going to be EKC getting another goal, though. It's not enough for Lilybun to save that spot. Liari looking quite low. The Crater comes in. Not too much comes of it, though. One barrier down for Bunn Bunn Bonanza. NXDD spending their cooldowns, getting evaded, though, from Lilybun. Scyther has the huge power, and he's going to grab a kill, though. It's going to be Bunn Bunn Bonanza right now looking good.
Looking good, and with the passing plays through the middle, Scyther taking the barrier very, very calmly. They're sending it around NXED, not letting him participate in the play, and a crazy Tofu Fortress almost gets the job done, but not quite now, and Scyther needs to be a bit careful. Stagger doesn't want to get Adrenaline Rush procced on, but Katsuna is super powered now, and you got to be really careful against that Luna. But Scyther just hooks the goalie into his own goal!
That was kind of insane for Scyther. Like, as you said, oh, they shouldn't be trying to die to Juliet right here. It's crazy. Scyther walks to the farthest reaches of the opposing goal and does that pull while Juliet was looming in the region. So that was kind of insane from Scyther to get that kill. And oh my gosh, Bunn Bunn Bonanza really feeling themselves in this spot, though. Holy.
Yeah, but Katsuna trying to bring the momentum back in EKC's favor, blowing Liari up, and Liari already staggered with like 1 second into the point. Liari was staggered and almost got taken out entirely. If she had contacted the bumper, she would have bounced all the way down to the bottom bumper and into the goal.
Absolutely. These bumpers are not like, they are actually just not like the Taiko Temple ones. Even if you are at full health and get knocked against them, you will die. But man, crazy dash punch there to kill Lilybun, but it's actually also going to kill Scyther. The Adrenaline Rush going absolutely ballistic. Liari just about at no health, at literally 0 health. The Adrenaline Rush flipping for absolutely no reason. NXT says, like, can we win? Can we win? Do you mind? And man, that was a quick ace Adrenaline Rush doing like thousands of damage in just those few seconds. And that's what you could expect if NXDD finds some more kills.
Zorn doing his best Gumi impression there. Unfortunately, it didn't work out quite as well. NXDD saves it, but with the barriers down, they might live to regret this one, because one scoring opportunity and Bunn Bunn are right back in it.
That is indeed true, and they have to watch out because Lilybun does have Hot Shot. She has access to Red Ball basically whenever she wants with that Tofu Fortress. A lot of extra core speed from that log as well. Katsuna going to win a strike war there. Well, not really a strike war with Lilybun, but they're out of strikes as well. Going to use that boost to grab it, though. NXDD kind of alone on the top side, but doesn't need anybody else as they get a really great needle threading right on through Liari, and Lilybun going to grab another set for EKC. They're looking good on this map and on this start.
Might be an NXDD solo carry game. Sure, Katsuna and Soren are doing things, but all eyes are on this NXDD guy. Could pick up size here, could pick up stagger, anything that this guy wants. Extra special might have even been the tech, by the way. It's so good at catching evades. but recovery drone, the size, standard, very, very good. And the extra special pass down, the Luna will just take the rapid fire instead. And the extra special falls all the way down to the Aimi. Not even taking it. The Monumentalist deny, of course. But with the additional healing from Liari, this could be a slight swing in the favor of Bunn Bunn. But all things considered, it is still very, very good for EKC. And NXED could just clean this one up.
They really could clean this one up indeed. Monumentalist Aimi is certainly not to be trifled with as well. It covers a ton of space and deals a way more damage than before. We see Liari already looking really low. NXED staggering by themselves. Katsuna trying to finish on up there. Whoa, maybe playing around the somersault in that spot. And they do find a dash punch onto the staggered Liari there, and they're going to grab Adrenaline Rush once again, controlling all of the map at huge speeds there. Yeah, it's just too much pressure for Lilybun. NXED, with that pummeler's 70% extra speed on a kill, is just overwhelming, and EKC feels like they're taking this one to Game 3.
Could be a bit of a speed run here. NXED just needs to get his hands on the core or a KO, either or maybe even both, as the center is also a threat if NXED gets a little big. But it will be Scyther who takes it instead. We'll be looking for some kind of hook play on NXED, but no opportunity to. NXED's playing it pretty safe here. And it will be flipped around the world. Now NXED with all the speed will send it in. The secondary won't be in time. One goal. EKC could go to Game 3.
Yep, using that 1-2 punch there before overtime. Still really fast as well. Gives you 14% extra damage here onto the core. 40% knockback on the core even before overtime there. It's going to be pretty fast, but yeah, let's see if Bunn Bunn Bonanza can clean something up here. Katsuna winning a lot of strike boards here with the boost into strike. Just a classic Luna combo there. Lilybun trying to push up to the top side here. Gets a fortress to block that top lane there. Scyther and Liari working on trying to get this barrier here. A flip from Katsuna. A somersault's going to defend that one away. Liari here to catch the ball once again. Katsuna might have cooldowns for this situation though. Not going to spend them just yet though, as Soren is going to deal with this ball into the top side here. We have a monumental firewall. Gonna help that one through. The crater comes in, can't see too much happening. Now it's time to push onto the bottom side as Katsuna gets on in there, but that's a little slow right now. Can't seem to make these happen. These barriers are holding.
Yeah, Lilybun passing forward. Liari and Scyther going to try and find an opportunity, but they can't get the KO combo on Katsuna, who just stays alive. And now NXED is going to be looking for these dash punches, but not quite on target. A bit more time to work with for Bunn Bunn Bonanza. They need to defend this barrier, and they will get Katsuna in the end. If they can confirm a barrier off of this, they could work on a bit of a comeback here, but they got to always watch out for NXED, and Soren has plenty of cooldowns to send it away.
Through NXED now, full of cooldowns as they're going to get the Adrenaline Rush once again. Tons of speed, all their cooldowns are back. Ult is just about up there trying to kill Lilybun into their own goal, but luckily the goalie arc negating most of that knockback there. It's going to be a hit on up there. Still the barrier holding for Lilybun. Katsuna getting on in there with the boost, and they're actually going to find a kill onto Scyther though. It's going to be a really tough power play as the fortress is not going to be enough to defend that one, and EKC does bring this one to a Game 3.
1-1 situation now. EKC even up the series, and that was a dominant game. The set 1 win, and after that it was just Adrenaline Rush snowballing for NXED. As we head onto the last map of this series, Bunn Bunn Bonanza, I was confident, but EKC shut me up a little bit. They have a lot of thoughts, I think, going into the next draft, to the point where I think EKC are sitting pretty comfortable because Bunn Bunn are the ones that need to change something. EKC just need to play the same old.
Yeah, I think we could safely say that NXED got an unholy amount of value out of that Juliet 1-2 punch start, and that might not be the same situation on this next game though, as we saw Lilybun kind of taking the win in a more neutral situation. I say neutral, but it was kind of a dead-eye start. Either way, showing that maybe they should just simply not stand too close to the edges, and they'll avoid some of this Juliet pain from NXED, maybe even trying to deny Adrenaline Rush the next time. But yeah, we're gonna go to our next map here, which is looking like Night Market. If I can
it's
see
Demon. It's Demon Days. Demon Days.
It's a really small map. Anyway, Demon Days. Okay, so who are we giving it to? I mean, we had Bunn Bunn Bonanza win on the mostly damaged start.
I think it depends on the Awakenings. It depends on how they play. It depends on so many factors.
All right. I mean, Demon Days is nothing but volatile madness. I mean, everyone's just trying to kill each other, and the goalies are forwards, and no one's playing their role because everyone's playing their role, and it's interesting. At least Demon Deus does provide a little bit more, or maybe a little bit less thought. I don't know. Demon Deus is just crazy. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, it's a pretty crazy map. We'll have to see what the selection is here. We know that Bunn Bunn Bonanza's on blue side. We don't know the Awakenings or any draft picks yet. We'll have to wait on that. But Bunn Bunn on blue side do have a little bit more agency, I think. But it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how the draft goes. Can't really say too much until that actually comes through. But we can see the Awakenings right now. And the starting Awakening is no damage.
Oh boy. No damage on Demon Days. Okay, interesting. We do have Mega Size, though. Rampage as the star. So that'll be pretty... Both brawlers will be super happy to take that. In fact, both midfielders might even be happy to take that. As the barriers are close together, you don't really feel like you might need the Dash Awakening on some characters. Maybe even like Estelle, or if we see Amy showing up here. Rampage is going to get a lot of value. They're going to send a Zentaro ban on in there, making sure that NXZD is not playing any of that Zentaro. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting pick here. We might actually see X. You think X will show? Also, Luna. We saw Luna both games on both different teams, and Luna won each game. So is Luna the king? Is Luna the winner?
Maybe. We'll have to see, as Vice, a power pick for sure, being picked up immediately by the Bunn Bunn Bonanza. And this EKC R1, R2, to borrow some terms from League of Legends, this could be devastating. There's the Luna that we were talking about. Katsuna so good on that pick. And another damage pick is going to be here as well. Maybe it is actually the Rasmus. Is that a Rasmus goalie coming out from Soren? Because I don't think they would pick Rasmus forward here. It's definitely a flex pick.
Yeah, I could see it as a flex pick. I've actually seen Rasmus goalie a lot on this map.
Yeah.
He actually has a solid time of blocking the close lanes here, so I would believe that would definitely be a Rasmus goalie. But we're seeing Asher, all right, not a crazy damage character, but pretty strong since the new buffs, 25 extra power. I mean, that's actually definitely nothing to scoff at here, though. That's a lot. Really great at pushing in those bottom sides with the assistance of Vice, just dealing an unholy amount of damage. We do actually see Estelle, I would say, a less popular pick on a map like Demon Deus, though. Pretty good at getting barriers. Pretty good at when the barriers are down, though, as the map becomes kind of like Aten's, though, once they are down. But yeah, I think this last pick matters. Okay, Amy Luna. Oh man, I might give it to EKC though. The Luna's been crazy this series.
Yeah, we'll have to see. It'll definitely be an interesting game, to be sure. It's probably Amy forward, Rasmus goalie, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Definitely an EKC type of thing.
Is it though? Then who's NXCD is playing Amy again? You think?
Yeah.
All right. I mean, it's fair. We just saw it, so that's fair. That's fair. Interesting comp. I at least say. Man, the Estelle Asher. I think they're gonna get killed, man. I think they're gonna die.
But both teams have a very, very high damage potential. I think both teams are gonna die.
I think they're gonna die.
Yeah, but we'll have to see how much. And also the Rasmus goalie is gonna have a lot better time defending compared to the Vice, but the Vice will have more global pressure. There's a lot of factors in this game. I think it really comes down. Oh, it is NXCD on the Rasmus. Okay, that changes things.
That is also fair. Interesting having Rasmus forward here. I guess it's fine. I was going to say something like, I don't think Rasmus goalie would particularly do well against Asher specifically, but we'll see. Well, we're not going to see any of that anyway. They're actually going to do a bunch of damage to Scyther already, but losing a barrier, EKC has finally got a little bit of possession here as they are going to try to defend this away from Scyther. We're going to spend a flip, though. Soren, or not a flip, a strike, and Soren's actually going to grab that one, though. All right, Scyther looking at just about no health here. Soren gonna finally get it away, but oh man, Lilybun gets on in there with the Vice Thunderstrike. All right, that's what you're trying to see there on the open goal for sure. First point to the Buns.
Yeah, and importantly, Liari's Estelle coming out. Liari's Estelle has been banned so often against this Bunn Bunn team, and for good reason. She is very, very good on that pick. The pick also very strong in general. And we're seeing why right here. Liari just controlling the center of the field so well. Kitsune just can't match it on the Luna. And due to this core control, Scyther is just free to do a ton of damage to NXZD. Lilybun is free to jump forward and supernova everyone. Liari's just making this offense work.
Ooh. Really great death touch there from NXZD as they are going to lose their member in the process. Soren going to go down to the hands of Scyther, who has a flip though in this spot, but no one can get there in time as the sound waves are just going to take that point basically. And EKC will grab a little bit of credit for that, having 3 stacks of rampage on both of their forwards right now, and that could get out of hand here.
That could. The KOs are also going to start to become a big factor here, as NXZD is fishing a little bit as well, and the energy buildup is pretty big for Bunn Bunn here.
Agreed. We're going to see it show up here. Scyther is going to spend a little bit of energy there, getting an evasive going on here. We're going to have a flip from Lilybun, snatching the core and the life of NXZD. Going to try to push it in here. A little bit of back passing play that we may or may not have been ready for, but either way, the barrier goes down nicely. Lilybun can't seem to get their hands on the core to get it on in there. Scyther, possession top side. Yes, the barrier beam is good, and they're going to push it on through there, through Katsuna and Soren to make their lead in the first set.
If they can convert here, it would be huge. A lot of scaling potential for this Asher, who is already doing so well. Scyther piloting this pick very nicely. And Liari, of course, on the Estelle, such a threat. Katsuna, signature Luna, by the way, not doing too hot in the first set, but if EKC can clutch this one out, the Luna scaling will prove to be a big obstacle for the Bunn Bunn Bonanza. It all comes down to this point, well, the next 2 points, really, potentially.
Oh, yeah, it does definitely come down to some of these awakenings that'll show up here. Luna, one of the greatest characters at grabbing damage awakenings, though. Of course, the opposing team has Vice, who is in the same boat. Soren does actually save that one with a glitch pop, but is going to get barrier beamed in the face, losing the first barrier on the bottom side here. Just can't seem to get it out. And in fact, they're going to lose their next one, but they do end Scyther's life in the process, though. The Dead's Touch is not going to be good there in that spot. Liari kind of has possession here, 1v1 there against Soren, but going to continue to keep possession, though. Bunn Bunn Bonanza is actually working and keeping this power play alive.
Masterclass by Liari to stall out that power play. The barrier will finally go down, but if they get it out of here, it could be huge as Lilybun does get the strike interaction. Ooh, but will not be able to catch the core on the rebound by Katsuna. If Bunn Bunn Bonanza, if they had held on there, that would have been most likely a point. It would have been the draft for them, but now we go to another set where EKC have the capability to make it happen and get some scaling of their own, and if the Luna gets the awakenings that she needs, then Katsuna's going to turn into a bit of a beast.
We might indeed see exactly that, as Bunn Bunn Bonanza is going to lose both of their barriers pretty quickly there. EKC working on grabbing the last one, but actually Bunn Bunn Bonanza reverses that and grabs 2 of their own. We have a flip here from Lilybun on in with a strike war win with Scyther against NXZD is going to make it so Bunn Bunn Bonanza has a chance to power up this Vice as much as they can.
Not just the Vice, but the Asher too, and the Estelle as well. It is such a scary draft here. Deadeye, extra special Stinger showing up, as well as Reptile Remedy, the Stagger Awakening. Deadeye, of course, going to be denied away from the Luna, but with extra special still available, that is most likely the pick coming in. But it'll instead be Reptile Remedy denying away the defensive capability.
That is interesting. Like, while I understand the deny here with the stagger, I feel like Luna is just, she scales so hard with damage, but I guess Stinger might not have been the kind of damage they're looking for Luna. They're going to send it onto NXCD and deny some stagger, though, which might actually work out in their favor. We'll see it, though, as Bunn Bunn Bonanza is already losing a ton of health. Katsuna finding a kill there with that boost, getting this power play working out right now. A triangle back pass there is not actually going to end up working out, as the piercing shot is going to interfere perfectly. Liari, really great Rose Warp to save that goal, though, and it's now no more power play here, but Liari's looking quite low and gone.
And the Pendulum Swing will secure the goal. EKC, just enough damage, and that stagger denial might have been the ticket, because Bunn Bunn is looking rather squishy, rather fragile a little bit.
True, only the recovery drone here as any kind of semblance of defensive play showing up for Bunn Bunn Bonanza. Katsuna looking like the brawler right now with 2 stacks of Rampage and trying to extend this lead. NXDD grabs one for themselves, actually getting a assist there as well. Katsuna, 3rd stack 2. Scyther looking a little bit low there. Soren's trying to snipe it out, but they're going to lose a member there as we're going to have Katsuna fall off the map. Scyther looking a little bit low, but has the recovery drone as these 2 barriers are going down. And Bunn Bunn Bonanza is trying to take this next point. Bursher.
Oh, really good attempts there. And finally, on the 3rd rebound, Bunn Bunn Bonanza will score. There was Chain Lightning, there was Crystal Thorns, there was Piercing Shot. Soren in such a tough spot. But in the end, Liari will find the strike, and it's 1-1 if Bunn Bunn Bonanza can use the meter that they have to elusive long enough to survive to score. They can get out of this and maybe pick up some stagger, but right now it's looking very dangerous for them. It's EKC with the agency here.
Yeah, they are looking a little bit weak as far as the health pools go. They did nicely end Katsuna's score there on the Rampage, but they're going to lose 2 barriers in the process, though. EKC looking really good, and actually going to be a simple strike on up there for Katsuna. Looks like maybe Liari and Lilybun actually stacked strikes there. And EKC feeling pretty good about this next goal. These Awakenings are working out for them, and they're trying to even up this set.
See, that's 1 barrier taken,
Wow,
that's 2 barriers
nice.
taken. EKC looking to take this, and just like Showtime earlier, EKC need to win this for their playoff chances pretty much. Otherwise, it becomes a bit of a nightmare scenario where even if they win all of the remaining games, it is still not fully in their hands, and also a lot of the remaining games are going to be pretty difficult. So, not sunshine and roses for EKC. This is a terrifying game that they need to win, but Katsuna is looking like he wants to win with that KO.
Absolutely, sending the boost on in there, grabbing the kill. Liari with a great piercing shot, though. It's going to make things difficult for the side of EKC as this power play is still going to continue. Katsuna rebounding and getting it on in there. And now we have EKC grabbing some Awakenings themselves. Katsuna's highest level. Are they the MVP in this spot? They wish they are, and absolutely, this is what you wanted to see if you're EKC. What's the damage going to be?
Could deny away that stagger, could pick up the Ore Ponder, could pick up the bulk up. There's a lot of different choices here. The Adrenaline Rush also an option, but probably the bulk up, if I had to guess. No, actually be the Hot Shot, getting a lot of cooldown refund value, and that core speed as well, so valuable on a map like Demon, where you can just sneak the core in around the barrier, and a lot of power being picked up for EKC here.
Yeah, actually a solid draft. A little disappointing if you're Luna, I think. There are probably some more Awakenings you'd be happy to see, something like Specialized Training or something like that showing up, maybe even a Missile Prop, but still getting some core speed there is also pretty great on any map, though. Already have Bunn Bunn Bonanza looking pretty low, and they're actually going to send a bunch of cooldowns onto Katsuna to try to relieve some of this pressure here. A Supernova comes out. Not much comes of it, though.
Wait,
Katsuna
what?
in position. What happened? What's going on?
Did
What
that
I missed?
Supernova just get cancelled?
I think it just missed.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that one just missed.
It looked like it got cancelled, but I guess it just whiffed.
Indeed, I believe it probably whiffed. I mean, I super saw it. So I'm going to go ahead and say it whiffed in that spot there, as Lilybun's going to get a nice power chord there to defeat NXDD in that strike. We're onto the bottom side. Grab Split from that last strike. Pendulum Swing, a kill and a goal. Really great from NXDD to back up and get that swing on in there, ending any kind of energy that we had onto Liari there. All right, EKC's looking good.
Yeah, this is really big for EKC. Picking up a win here would be huge against Bunn Bunn Bonanza, who are competing to be top of the table here. And with 2 barriers taken very cleanly by Katsuna, and only 1 dropping on the other side, another EKC favored point here if Scyther can't get his hands on it, and indeed they get it out of there without Scyther doing any damage. Lilybun with an amazing strike war on the crater to get it out, and Soren on the defense just sending it forward over and over, and the hot shot value coming in. Lilybun can't reach it, Liari can't either. The core speed out of nowhere will score the goal.
This might end up being a nightmare scenario for Lilybun, as they are the goalie here, and now we're going to have Katsuna blasting the core before overtime in a lot of situations, though. Just like that boost, instant red core, it just makes things so difficult to deal with as long as they can stay on the map here. Scyther trying to make that not happen, though. But, man, Katsuna, Tenacity going to keep it on the board, though, and hold on to that flip. Soren's going to spend the flip of their own. Glitch Pop's not going to land, though. Kind of unusual situation here for EKC, but they're kind of getting a clear here. It's sort of trying to relieve Soren in any situation. Katsuna finally getting it on out there, flipping, getting possession up for themselves, but doesn't get a nice enough angle to get that barrier there. And it's going to be a power play for Bunn Bunn, and it's in.
Yeah, they maintained the flip too on Scyther and a lot of energy on Lilybun, which is very important. Using the flip there would lead to a bit of trouble on the next point. They could stack a lot of damage on Scyther and take him out of the play, and Scyther backs up, not taking any chip damage early on and getting the barrier very early with all of that size. And if Scyther can get this barrier, and it's actually Liari who does instead, if they could score here, the Bunn Bunn Bonanza are right back in it.
Yeah, that whole start to this point was really great from Bunn Bunn Bonanza. They covered basically every angle that EKC could have possibly cleared that ball, especially Lilybun getting on in there with a Thunder Strike, sending the flip to the top side, not going to make that one happen there. Katsuna boosting on in there, covering the entire map, making that barrier happen here. NXCD is trying to get it on in there. Scyther holding on to dear life with that recovery drone is actually an important part here, as they're going to keep their third member alive for as long as possible. Still not getting that kill. Katsuna has the boost up, doesn't need nothing, as Lilybun's going to kind of whiff on that strike, and EKC is now ahead, and like you said before, they need this game.
They need this game. Lilybun didn't have any resources, could not reach that core in time. And now it is such a tough spot for them, because not only do EKC have the damage, now they will pick up the utility they need in order to win, in order to dominate these points. A lot of speed on the table. The stagger can be denied away as well, and more damage also on the table, but yeah, the utility being denied away here. Of course, heavy impact nice on the Vice. It's going to take a lot from Bunn Bunn to come back.
That it will. Nothing too amazing here. Actually, Bunn Bunn, I feel like Bunn Bunn kind of comes away as minor victors here, as heavy impact is just dummy good, a little bit of stagger. Explosive entrance is fair, but I don't know. Is NXCD going to be able to stack these stacks before they find their self in the grave, though? I'm not entirely sure. Of course, we have Soren with the prize fighter, which is totally solid, but hey, you can see has both barriers down there. They end up knocking the recovery drone off site. They're already getting on in there. Soren gets a perfect strike onto the top side, and EKC is really trying to end this one even before NXCD sees those stacks.
EKC is trying to maintain their winning record over the Bunn Bunn Bonanza here. They did it in Winners Finals of playoffs. And I kind of said that they're not going to do that anymore to do Bunn Bunn, but with how they're playing here, they're looking like it's more of the same. EKC continuing to evolve their gameplay. But as I say that, maybe I'm cursing in real time, because Bunn Bunn are right back in it.
They do grab two barriers of their own, losing only one in the process. Katsuna blocking onto the top side. NXCD perfectly blocking the bottom side. Oh my god, I think he kind of went back to bait the pendulum swing, and we did have Lilybun use an evade, but then came back with the regular strike. That might have been a true schmix-up. That might have been the schmixiest up I've ever seen.
One goal away now, EKC. So close to cleaning away this series. Losing the first game, but doesn't even matter, because they are in control of the core. They're in control of the damage, and all they need is one more opportunity.
One more opportunity might actually show up in just a moment here, as Soren is really getting involved here. Katsuna blocking the entire mid spot of this map here, playing the mid lane perfectly. NXCD with the pendulum swing, Soren with the freaking cyber swipe, comboing, sending them out of here, and it's going to be EKC taking the win that they need over Bunn Bunn Bonanza.
They stay alive in the season, and looking at their upcoming schedule, it will not be an easy one. They still have to play Demons. They still have to play Bang Bang. They still have to play Cosmic Calamities. But EKC are alive, and they can do it, because they have just taken down the Bunn Bunn Bonanza.
Absolutely. Really great gameplay, honestly, from both sides. A lot of different points, though. We had one team in complete control, covering every option, and then the next point, the opposing team, maybe it was just because one team had cooldowns and the other one didn't, but man, really great gameplay there onto Demon Days. We saw some wild clears there and some great combos. Both of the goalies really getting on in there, as Lilybun, of course, had that Vice Thunderstrike, but Soren matching it perfectly with the Cyber Swipe eject button as well. And it seems that Luna might just be the true champion of NASL. I don't know, man. Luna continues to win. What? Chat, I mean Luna, right?
And the character is not even that good right now in a vacuum. I think it's just players are very good at piloting her, and she gets picked in the right spots. Because
You're probably right.
I think the vice priority leads to teams prioritizing that vice, right? So they kind of give up the rest of their draft position to secure the vice.